2, 1!
It's time.
We're live.
For the Film Studies Club.
Yeah, we're live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 16th episode of the Film Studies Club podcast. I am. Yeah, we're 16 episodes in.
Wait, isn't it the 5th?
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, 16.
Yeah, no, we've been doing this for 16 weeks. We started when
actually 15 weeks.
we started on the Wednesday after school stopped,
No way.
and it was just me and
Who
Paul.
have you had on?
We
Marco.
have
You've had Marco.
Marco, Willa, Madame Rager, the Spanish-French teacher.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah. We had Jack Loprich, who you don't know. In fact, Jack, that's the first name to be on our podcast twice. Kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Good job, Jack.
Who else have we had? I feel like
We have Michael Bunty.
We did have Michael Bunty on. He was barely on though. He was
Are you serious?
Just read it, idiot!
Anyways, I
should know that.
We're live, right?
Yeah, we are.
We're not
God.
live, we're
Text.
recording.
Okay.
What are the movies? I don't want to spoil it.
Do you
I remember
edit?
the names. I
Do you
genuinely
edit
don't.
Out, like things out?
Well, I edited them out there inappropriate.
Lines.
Yeah,
spelling.
no,
and-
this isn't getting edited out.
What the
Like they yell at each other during the podcast. We will go like
other one?
30 seconds.
When do
saying
you
nothing.
show it?
8:47.
It comes out whenever Nick edits it, basically.
It comes out either Friday or
the last
Saturday.
one for this week.
Okay.
Okay, so-
Friday or Saturday?
I still haven't introduced.
It's hella Friday
It's
right now.
hella Friday right now, so it might come out later.
Okay.
Thanks.
Anyways, I am your host, Robert Burke, and I'm joined by my vice host.
Paul Chabra.
There you go. Finally using your actual name.
Yeah.
And then we have fact checker / idiot. I say his name.
What was the comedic effect for that?
Nicholas Manna.
And
Can you make a sound? Can you make a sound?
Hey, when was 13th May?
What?
When was 13th
I
May?
think it was May
2016.
2016.
Firefox.
Timestamp.
And we have our special guest.
Can they hear me when I do
Jack.
Yeah.
I can pick up everything you're saying. Wow, this is the longest that the intro has taken.
Well, no, that's not true.
We have our guest.
That one time when you forgot it, and then we kept going, and then you did the intro, like in the middle of the episode.
So when you
Oh, yeah.
timestamp it,
Um,
you delete that part out.
Usually.
Or you bleep it out, like.
Anyways, and we have a special guest,
Wait,
Jack
yeah, that's-
Rindell.
Hello.
Jackson Kelly Rindell.
Yes, sir.
That's your middle
Oh
name.
shoot!
Yeah.
That
What
was
do
gonna be my question for you.
Yeah, so anyways, anytime we have a special guest on, we always go around and we ask them 3 questions that we make up on the spot.
Okay.
So, Nick, you're going to go first.
Jackson, what's your favorite video game?
You.
I mean, if you know me, you know I'm an Overwatch guy.
I thought I could say Rainbow Six Siege. But...
I mean, I love
Yeah,
that
I
game
thought
as
that
well, but
too.
Overwatch is forever in my heart.
We need to play Overwatch again, Paul.
I think we do.
I have Overwatch.
Yeah.
Nobody
Nobody
wanted to play with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also, nobody asked. Like, that's why nobody
Yeah.
asked, because nobody wanted to play.
yeah.
Jack,
You're a
Uh-huh.
loser.
what is the,
How was another
First-
update?
what's the first movie that you watched where it was, like, you were,
Made me
like,
cry.
paying attention to the movie? And you weren't just, like, a little kid, like, staring at it, at the colors.
Okay, well, I was a little kid,
Okay.
but Tron Legacy really got my eye.
Oh, really?
Loved that movie. Still
I,
love that movie.
I saw it, and I remember being, like, bored out of my mind.
That's fair.
Yeah,
It's probably not very good, but now that I think about it. But
Do you have Disney Plus?
I do.
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
You
I
could
just-
revisit it.
I'm busy
Oh.
most of the time, so I don't.
Working at Burger King.
Dude, I have Burger King, football, and a girlfriend.
Oh, that's a full plate right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
what of those things do you have? Polo, ask your question.
Jack, are you in witness protection?
No. No, actually.
He was paid to say that.
Yeah, if I actually say yes, then I'm gonna have to kill you and leave it.
No, that's how it works.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how
that would suck if that was the last episode of this podcast. if we were murdered on it
Yeah.
and they uploaded it.
I would
an hour
upload
ago.
it after killing you guys.
It's like that one game where you're going into the hotel room and you're recording everything because
I was gonna say that.
Sweet 776. Is that what you're talking about?
No, there's an actual case
Yes,
where that happened.
Sweet 776.
Anyway, today is a special Friday episode for this podcast.
Well, I'm sure.
First time it's happened in our history.
Okay, so the thing is, this is gonna make no difference to anybody who is just listening. But we are recording this on a Friday to accommodate to Pahul and Jack's schedule.
Yes.
So this is kind of weird. It feels.
Why couldn't you?
That weird.
Why couldn't you?
You look kind of weird because you just took a shower, I think.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
take a shower
wait.
today.
Oh wait, were you talking to Jack or Nick?
Nick.
I haven't taken a shower
Jack, didn't
today.
you just take a shower?
Did I just take a shit? No.
No.
Your hair,
Oh,
your
that's
hair
right.
looks
You watched
greasy.
846.
Probably because it is.
Yeah.
It
Why is
actually,
your
no,
hair
it
so
isn't
greasy?
It isn't greasy, but it gets greasy like really quickly.
Okay, just like move your hair a bit because it looks weird.
Now it looks worse. Now it looks way worse.
It looks
Pahul.
kind of cool now.
Pahul. Today I went to a movie theater and saw 2
Really?
movies. Yeah.
And are you scared about catching COVID-19?
I'll tell you this: both movies I saw, I was the only person in the
Oh,
theater.
yeah, whatever.
So everybody else is scared of going to the movie theater right now. So I'm chilling, going. I saw Jaws and Jurassic Park today, all by myself. It was really cool. I'm pretty sure, for at least 90% of the time, I was the only person like in the whole movie theater that wasn't working there, because I saw like a family once, and that was it. And besides that, I was alone in my theaters.
I think I already got the COVID thing. I think I'd already did. I thought I had chlamydia, but I think it was COVID.
Back in like
February.
February?
Yeah, because the thing is that my dad's a doctor,
Right.
so you know.
Cap.
Does your dad have coronavirus?
He doesn't have it.
Is he gonna get it?
I don't think he's planning to. That's what you're asking.
I don't think anybody plans to get COVID-19.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
You should.
Why not? Guys, hey guys, can you be engaged in the pot? What's going on?
We're looking at Jack crying. Why is he crying?
Oh no, that's
sorry.
for later. That's for later. Anyways,
That's for later.
let's dive into the movies.
What?
We have a Q&A section at the end. You'll get used to it. Okay.
Q&A
So let's. Why'd you say that like it was a philosophical question?
No, because I was thinking to myself, I forgot what Q&A sessions were.
Anyways.
Questions and answers.
No, I got it now.
So this week, we have 2 movies and 1 stand-up special. It's not comedy. We are reviewing 13th
Shut up,
blind. We are reviewing 13th Blind Spotting and 846. So, Pahul, what order would you like to go in this week?
I'd like to go most comedic to least comedic.
That's such a dumb thing.
No, I think.
Screw you. You pick one then.
I think
You didn't watch any of them.
Yeah, Nick is
alphabetical order.
I don't know why Nick is on the podcast this week because he didn't watch any of them.
I forgot.
Okay, wait. So I think most comedic to least comedic would be Blind Spotting, 846, 13.
Yeah, 13th was not comedic at all.
Yeah, there's nothing funny in that at all. Like 846, at least he made like a couple of jokes in between being really mad. Hey guys. They lean back on the couch and talk quietly to each
It's
other,
not
and
our
they
fault
come
that your
back.
couch
forward.
is just so leanable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty
I guess we got to get.
I
a new
didn't
couch,
buy this
I
couch.
guess.
It's true, you
Okay.
did not buy this couch.
So our first one is Blind Spotting. Then, well, this one, Nick, what's the plot synopsis of Blind Spotting?
Colin, David Diggs, must make it through his final 3 days of probation for a chance at a new beginning. He and his troublemaking childhood best friend, Miles Raphael Casal.
Jack, when you make noises right next to the microphone,
It's loud. Okay, work as movers and are forced to watch their old neighborhood become a trendy spot in the rapidly gentrifying Bay Area. When a life-altering event causes Colin to miss his mandatory curfew, the 2 men struggle to maintain their friendship. Get off the phone.
You were on your phone.
How long is this plot synopsis? I feel like you've been talking for like 2 minutes.
What's wrong? When a life-altering event causes Colin to miss his mandatory curfew, the 2 men struggle to maintain their friendship as the changing
I don't know where you are.
social landscape exposes their differences.
Explores the intersection of race and class set against the backdrop of
Oakland.
Oh my god, that was so long. What are the keywords?
Oh, it's 259.
Are you
Race relations,
serious?
Police, cemetery, probation, gun violence, prisoner, parole, gun,
We're
shot
gonna
in
go
the
through all of
back,
these.
No, I don't think so.
playing a video game,
Yeah, that happens.
I mean,
T-shirt,
yeah, but who lives
the
in
Chinese
China?
kid
ninja, tattoo,
Okay, Nick, you're good.
shooting, Black
Nick, you're
American,
good.
You
hallucination.
guys hear Ninja made $30 million?
How?
B word and F word. I know and N word. I know what you're talking about.
There's an word in there.
Mixer shut down and they had a $30 million contract that they had signed him to.
Oh,
And
so he
they,
made $30 million.
Yeah,
so
they
he's set.
they closed down and they had to buy out his contract and they gave him all $30 million.
So he's set for life.
Oh yeah.
Little boy
Wow.
with long
Oh, yeah.
hair.
Thank you, Nick. Thank
Reference to God.
you. Really, okay, Nick, you're good.
Yeah.
Reference to
Reference to
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Yeah,
What's
no,
the reference to
we're
Jesus
good.
Christ?
Can't say that one.
I feel like his mom
fine.
mentions Jesus Christ
Don't say it.
when they're in like
Timestamp.
her
I feel like she does, but I don't know.
I don't no because remember there was like the shots all around her apartment and there was like Jesus there.
Ah, I didn't pay attention to that.
Wow. Okay. Anyways, so Jack did not watch this one and Nick watched nothing. So
Testicle slur.
this will be between.
Dude, I don't want to start. I hate starting.
All right, then I will start this one off.
Sounds good. You start the next one off. You start all three off. You know,
No,
I'm
I'm-
feeling special today.
No, you're gonna start one of them off.
You're feeling lucky.
It's now or later. Which one?
I'll do 846.
Okay. Anyways, Blind Spotting is a
Bruh,
movie
it
that
says
I
bruh.
watch. Jack, do not touch the microphone.
It says bruh on the quotes.
That's really cool.
Like-
This is the most chaotic episode we've had. Like, there's like two conversations happening
Jack just
all the
brings something
time.
out in me, you know?
We're gonna push it a little that way. So, Blind
Don't act
Spotting.
Or towards him?
Yeah, well, that was like a.
Well,
what
it was
that
really
decision
close to
making?
me. Like, look at that.
Yeah, but
That's not
it's the
proportional.
back, so.
Where'd the
I
little
don't
thing
care.
go?
I took it away from you because
Oh,
you were
yeah.
making a lot of noise. Anyways,
We jumped into the movies too quickly.
Where are the fun facts?
I don't think we did. Okay, if we didn't, if Jack was around and we didn't jump into the movies quickly, this episode would be 4 hours long. Like, we could go like at least an hour and a half
Yeah.
with just not talking about anything.
Well, we not necessarily.
That's what you sound like.
Well, while we're reviewing Blind Spotting,
Why? Why?
I think even Willa, who
I-
listens to all of these, I think she just signed off. I think that we have 0 listeners now after you did that, Nick. Way to go.
What's up?
Yeah, what were you saying, Kahul? We should
oh
what?
shoot, I forgot to take notes.
On all 3?
Yeah, but I watched.
That's a good thing. That's
I
a
watched
good
all
thing.
3.
All right. Anyways, Blind Spotting. I saw it in 2018 in theaters. What? What is happening? Why can't we just have a okay?
We're chilling and vibing.
Chilling and Vibing podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I
Don't
don't.
advertise our podcast.
It's called Chilling and Relaxing, actually. So Blind Spotting. I already said I watched it in 2018. I'm gonna cut to the chase. I love this movie. I think that this movie is like absolutely incredible.
I'll put my feet up.
For we cannot like keep focused this episode. I think it's amazing because like its message
Don't steal
is
my
like
Nikes.
really strong, guys.
I
It's
feel like we jumped in too quickly.
okay. What should we do to try to blow off more steam?
Oh, all right.
It's always gonna be like this when Jack is around. That's just the way it is. This movie has a very strong message, and it tells it in a very passionate, stylistic way,
Yeah.
and that like works really well. Like there's certain stylistic decisions that are made in this movie that feel like very unique to it.
like what?
Like if you're talking about scenes with his white friend pitching stuff to people,
Yeah.
I've never really seen a scene like that in a movie before. Or him like running through the cemetery and all the people are there, if you know what I mean. Like I genuinely feel like I haven't seen a movie that gave me that type of feeling.
I like
and
him
like
rapping.
yeah, the rapping too, like the way that it's used. Usually when movies do that, like Patterson, it's like kind of awkward, but in here it was like totally natural.
Excuse me.
Oh, to be fair,
Why are you here?
it wasn't really rapping. Oh wait, yeah, never mind. I see what you're saying.
No,
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
at the
yeah,
end,
yeah.
The
Seriously.
ending scene is extremely powerful as well, and
Yeah.
like. I think that this movie honestly is just like underrated. Like I think more people need to see it. I kind of wish it was on Netflix instead of HBO Max, so more
Yeah.
people could like check it out. Because not only
Who
is
the
it
hell has HBO Max?
I
Let's
do.
be honest.
Oh.
Everyone else here does.
Oh.
It's I like it. It's a fun service. How do Paul's shoes smell, Jack?
I walked through
They
dog
smell-
today.
Hey, top set.
Dog poop today.
Say it again so we can.
I walked through dog poop today.
Oh
no.
Oh, you're so far away from the microphone.
So should I speak louder then?
Yes!
Okay.
Who invited you?
Yeah.
No, he edits. We can't.
Yeah,
edit,
yeah, we
so-
need
He
him to
doesn't-
edit.
He doesn't have to be in
And I
it.
hate hearing my own voice. So
It's
Yeah.
tough for me to hear my own voice too. The performances in this movie also, like, genuinely,
dope.
I wish that they got Oscar consideration. Both David
Yeah.
Diggs and Raphael Cassel, like, do so well in their roles, and the way that they like play off of each other, their like energy, it feels like a real life friendship. Because I feel like, what?
there's no AC now.
Awesome. Thank you, Pablo. And I completely lost my track of
Well,
thought.
no. You were talking
What
about
was I-
Oscars.
But it was like a little bit after that. I feel like in a lot of movies that try to depict friendships like this, it always feels superficial, even in like really good movies, because they're always, the way that they talk to each other just doesn't really feel like a true friendship. And it felt like a true friendship. Like the way that they talked to each other, the way they interacted, it was all just very natural.
Yep.
And the last scene is so incredible. Like the two last scenes in the movie, like both of them, I think are genuinely like some of the best scenes I've seen like from last decade.
Two last scenes.
Well, there's the last scene with them in the truck, and there's the last scene with them in the house.
Last scene with them in the truck. Yeah, I don't remember that, but okay.
I'm sure you remember the house scene, but
Yeah, definitely.
I also think it's really relevant right now with everything going on, just because like it illustrates very clearly the differences between these two friends that have mostly similar backgrounds, but they end up like being different people because of the color of their skin. And like I think that the way that they tell that message it's relevant to right now, but it's just relevant to any time really.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's one of those movies. It's like one of the BLM movies that I feel like everybody should watch, regardless of where you sit, because I feel like it's important. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Blind Spotting. Pahul, Noteless Pahul. What about you?
I like this movie. This movie was pretty cool. Like some of the scenes that they have in this movie, like when he's walking down the street at night after his white friend like punches people.
Yeah.
And then there's like a light shining on him from the police cruiser thingy.
Right.
And I felt scared for him,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like an inkling of how. Are you serious?
Go ahead.
We're talking about very serious topics right now, and you're busy.
I know. I will.
Timestamp.
I'm a man of God.
Continue.
Anyway, I like this movie. I can't talk about that anymore.
Why not?
Oh, there's nothing else to talk about.
Really?
Ask me something.
What'd you think of the comedy in this movie? Do you think it was like
Comedy in this movie.
a lot of people I heard they thought that it was like very like tonally inconsistent and kind of came out of nowhere. But I almost feel like that was the point, like in a good way.
Yeah.
Like it was supposed to be like because I feel like when people mention the comedy, they're talking about the fast talking scenes, and like the fact that those are so separate from everything else, it's like a stylistic move that like to me I personally think it works really well. Yeah.
Sorry.
We're engaging.
It's so
engaging.
hard to
We're
do a
engaging.
podcast
We're
with
here.
Jack.
We're here.
Jack, you should start a podcast where it's just you by yourself.
Would that be interesting?
I would listen to that. I think you can be funny. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know.
Fine.
Overall, Blind Spotting, it just feels like such like a well put together movie. And it's really hard to
Criticize it.
yeah, because there's not a whole lot that it really does wrong. Like, I don't think it's the most powerful movie I've ever seen, but at the same time, like, I wouldn't have changed anything about it. I think it's exactly what it needed to be.
Yeah, I think it's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
It's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
It gets its job done,
That's very
So,
true.
Sweet.
And the final rap scene, that one always like gets to me. Like it gives me chills. It's so good. Anyways, I guess that's all we have to say about blind spotting.
Really? I think so. Yeah.
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 All right.
I genuinely agree.
I will
think-
give this-
I think yeah.
I will give this one a 9 out of 10.
I want to give this one a 1450.
1450. That's pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of what?
Oh, he does it on SAT.
Yeah.
Like SAT
Out of
scores.
1600.
Okay.
Right. You used to say that all the time, and then you kind of like gave it up.
You said that before, dude.
You were mad at me there for a second.
I kind of was.
You were ready to punch me.
No, not punch you.
Oh, you shouldn't punch me. That's rude, man. What is Okay, Jack is picking at an ingrown hair. I'm guessing.
I'm bleeding.
Do you want a Band-Aid?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Okay, Nick, want to hit us up? Oh, real quick. I'm actually kind of upset that this didn't get like Oscar recognition. Like in a year that this came out, Green Book won, and that just doesn't feel right. You know,
I liked Green Book.
I like Green Book, but it's like a white savior movie. You know, in a certain sense, it feels like The Help. You know, where it's like it's a movie about racism that follows white people, and
That makes sense.
it's about like a white person learning not to be racist, and it's just like very candid and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
attire
Anyways,
hot garbage.
I'm going to play basketball.
Okay.
I think Jack dresses very well.
Thanks, man.
He's the one with the girlfriend, and you don't have one, Nick. Think
That's
about
Maybe it's
that.
because
That's
your
true.
hair looks sucky.
I haven't showered. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Hair
Nick.
looks like timestamp.
Why?
Okay, Pablo, we seriously need to lessen those word usage. Like, it's hard on Nick to edit this.
Alright, sorry, Nick.
It's,
Sorry, Nick.
okay.
Fun fact: the Kill a Hipster Save Your Hood shirt that Miles receives refers to a song by rapper George Watsky. Watsky himself has a cameo in the movie as the employee at the Kiwi
Weird guy.
Yeah, I know.
Queequeg.
Queequeg?
Queequeg.
This
What
is such a... you.
What was that fact, even?
Yeah, that was...
In Patrick's house, Miles is boxing up two portraits, and Patrick says, I don't know how to pronounce it. Dantes. And
What? Let me look.
Dantes. Dantes.
Donuts. That's literally donuts.
Spell it.
It's Donuttes. That's... Oh, wait, no. Dountes. That's Dounce. Dounce
I think
and...
that's a word.
Santiago can't be facing each other. They do not get along. The portraits are of David's father, Dante, and Raphael's father, Santiago.
That's pretty cool. I think that's a cool thing.
Alright, sound effect.
Okay. No! No!
That's
Oh,
my
God.
choice.
Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah, that really isn't. Hold on.
Ever since I got this, I felt like I was just
Hold on.
Now we're playing ads for people that don't sponsor us. That's where
Hold
this
on.
podcast
Hold
is
on.
at.
Hold on.
We need to move the mic. We also need to stop moving the mic.
Jack, get off your phone!
Dude, I'm not even involved right now. Why can I not be on my phone for this? Why?
By the way, this is our transition sound effects. Usually Nick just plays one sound effect, but
No,
recently
wait.
he's gotten into playing like whole videos. No, stop it!
No!
Stop it, Nick.
Stop it.
Nick, stop it. What? Okay, so For all
this ain't going good.
for
This
the
ain't
people
going good.
listening that are confused, Nick just tried to play a video of a man scratching his nails on chalkboard, and it just didn't work. Like, there's no good video for that. Anyways, we are on to our next thingy, 846. So, Nick, why don't you tell us the plot synopsis of 846?
There's no. Okay, never mind. There is, I guess.
Yeah, there's a plot synopsis.
Dave Chappelle addresses George Floyd's death.
Dave Chappelle addresses burp. Very cool, Nick.
George Floyd's death and racial injustice in a stand-up special filmed in Ohio.
Was it Ohio?
Yeah,
was
it's
in
like his
Ohio.
hometown,
Oh.
wasn't it? Because like he couldn't
Hometown
go
or
out
home
on-
state, dude?
Uh,
Ohio is a state.
yeah, Ohio is also a city.
Ohio's where I'm from.
Are you actually?
Team 10 is number 1.
That's
Can you look up if Ohio is a city
is
anywhere?
that the word?
Ohio is not a city.
I swear there
dude.
has to be a city called Ohio.
Well, there has to be, but no, there's
Okay,
no big
let me
city.
look it up.
no, I'm the fact checker. Ohio, Ohio.
No,
No,
Ohio
it doesn't have to be in Ohio.
It can be just a city. Ohio City, Ohio.
Screw you. What's the population?
Of Ohio City? He's looking it up. Population 1 million.
Never
No.
mind.
No, it's 683. Very few
Don't
people
touch
live
the
there.
mic.
It's kind of weird. Kansas
dude.
City is like Kansas's big city, but Ohio City is not Ohio's big city.
Yeah, you should take that up.
That was a very circular sentence. Okay, so I think for this one, Pahul, you should
we
start
already
it off.
decided on it. Okay, so I click on YouTube icon I have bookmarked on my Macintosh,
Of course.
and I go on there and I go to the trending section because my subscriptions aren't very active.
She signed it too.
Okay, can you guys explain what you're laughing about so this makes
It's
sense?
me asking Pella Whittle to sign my class VP petition.
Well,
She
Biddle.
just unadded it.
Wait, really? Why
Wait,
did
really?
she unadd you?
I wonder why, Robert.
Wait, but she signed it, right?
I think so. On Instagram, I'm not sure.
You're so weird. Anyways, Pahul, continue with your awesome tale.
So I go on the trending thing. It's on number 2, so I click on it because I like Dave Chappelle, and he starts talking, and I was expecting something comedic, but it wasn't, understandably so. So I was kind of disappointed, but I get the message, and it was very powerful, and I want to give this a 1400.
That was the fastest review you have ever done.
Thank you.
No, that's not a compliment.
Well, I mean, it was a 20-minute long video. What are you supposed to do?
I think that there's things to
I've
talk
seen
about.
I've seen videos of I've seen dank memes compilations that are longer than that video.
Yeah, like Nick's from
yeah.
7th grade.
15.
You
Like, I got a lot
copy
of
and
views.
pasted Emmy Soccer's video.
No, that's okay. No,
And then
no.
he had some daft
because it was all of them together, so I
Bass-
have to click on new videos.
bass booster.
And I didn't
or
make any
whatever.
money off of it.
Why did you? Never mind.
How many views did that get?
5,000.
Something like that.
So 5,000 people clicked on that.
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of people click on dank meme compilations.
Yeah, no, that was when that was like really big.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
It's
I
still
forgot,
big.
I forgot about. No, it's not. I forgot
Yes,
about
it
Emmy
is.
Soccer.
Dank,
Okay.
dank memes.
It's all over my. It's all
That's
over
not.
my.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, no.
That was
Why
the
is
thing
it all over
when
my thing?
we were
What
in
thing?
middle school.
What thing? Is it all?
I have not seen a dank meme since 2016.
Except for r/dank.
r/dank memes. Follow that all.
Yeah, I don't
I
don't watch.
Yeah, I wonder what the most recent meme on r/dank memes is.
It's
Let's look.
probably something racial.
Yeah, probably. Jack, what were your thoughts on 846? Very, very interesting.
How about you go first? Yeah, you take that.
Were you listening to what Paul said?
Yeah, his review was kind of weird.
Okay, wait.
Kind of weird, champ.
So this is the most.
At least I watched it. Nick.
I do have to agree. Yeah, you didn't watch it. I do have to agree with Pahul in the sense that
Yeah, you still found it weird.
yeah,
Go on.
Weird champ.
Yeah.
Weird champ.
it was definitely not what you would expect when you click on a
Dave Chappelle
Dave
video.
Chappelle video.
It's
for
kind of
sure.
intentional, I feel. Like, it was kind of supposed to be like a punch in the face.
Even at the beginning of the video, you didn't even know that that's what was going on.
True that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a little bit
Yeah.
into it. Because it
Yeah.
kind of seems like he's going to start off by
Yeah,
saying jokes.
yeah.
And then he's
And
like,
then
I
which
got jokes,
which
but
I
can I be
think,
serious?
yeah, which I think was probably a good way to do that. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
good way to.
Can't make jokes on someone who died.
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, died in a very specific manner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can make jokes about someone who died tripping on a.
Bowl's canceled.
Yeah, Paul, you just said it's okay to make fun of dead people. What is
Yeah.
wrong
Well,
with
if
you?
they die in
Yeah,
a
I
stupid
actually
way,
don't think
Like
that
what?
that's-
like
There's a whole
there-
TV show about that. A
in
Thousand
Darwin
Ways
Awards,
to Die.
no, but like you're walking down like.
And you get a carrot.
That's a joke that only me and Nick get. So continue, Paul.
So you're walking down, and there's a big swimming pool in front of you, and you trip on a wire and you fall into the swimming pool, and you don't know how to swim and you drown. That's funny, right?
Is that funny?
Did that happen to you?
I'm here.
I know
didn't
you
drown.
can't swim, but like, did you drown and then
Was
you got
that a
like,
race
revitalized?
No, if you
No.
you can't drown.
Was
Drowning
that a race
is death.
joke?
No.
I didn't. Just a question.
Paul.
No, like
Swim.
okay, it's like the guy. It's like the guy. Okay, so it's like the guy in India
Yeah.
who like their family was feeling really hot in the ICU, so they unplugged the life machine and they plugged in the AC,
machine.
and then 30 minutes later the guy's dead. You know?
How stupid do you have to be for that?
Well, they were villagers, so what can you
I
expect?
feel like
okay, that
if you
makes
don't know
more
how to
sense.
swim and you trip into a pool, like instincts are gonna kick in, and you're just gonna doggy paddle, and you're gonna be fine.
You're so stupid.
Or like, I don't know. I feel like nobody has a pool at their house. And like, there
I
would
have
have
a
to be a
pool at my
public
house.
pool. There would have to be a public pool.
I went to public pools before.
Yeah, and somebody would save you if you tripped and then you were drowning.
Well,
in
what
the
if
pool.
the public pool isn't like?
Regulated.
Yeah. Like, I remember the public pool in India that was in our neighborhood. It was a neighborhood pool, and the lifeguard / security guard there, they couldn't swim. And they weren't allowed to go in the pool.
The lifeguard could not swim.
Well, they were a lifeguard / security guard. So, like...
That's just a security guard. A lifeguard has to be able to get in the water and swim.
Well,
Like,
we didn't have lifeguards.
wow. Did you ever see
Indeed,
someone
yeah.
drown?
Not that I remember. Maybe it's repressed somewhere.
Yeah, he's so easy.
I'll take some time to think about it.
Good.
I
Anyways,
was a lifeguard.
I will,
Were you?
Yeah,
you save someone?
waterworks. No, I never saved anyone, but
You just sat there?
I did ruin my last summer working there.
What do you mean? This
It
is
was
your last...
just so like last summer.
Why?
Oh,
It was
gotcha.
just so not fun.
Why?
just-
What was bad about being
Because at waterworks, it's not like a pool where you need to like save people most of the time. Most of the time, you're literally sitting there.
That's what all lifeguards are.
Yeah, but at waterworks, they give you umbrellas, but they don't cover where you are, and they're like really small umbrellas. So the ground that you're standing on is actually 115 or 130 degrees. So your feet are burning, your whole body is burning because you are wearing a tank top that's white, and
And you're not allowed to go in the pool to cool off.
no. So
Do you get a hot dog or something?
what?
Do you get a hot dog or something?
A what?
A
Hot
hot dog. Hot diggity dog.
Why would I get a hot dog?
Well, because I remember when I went to Waterworks last time, they gave me a hot dog.
In
because I
8th
paid for
grade?
it. Yeah.
Because you paid for it.
Now, here's
Yeah,
the thing.
because you
I
paid
heard
for the hot dog.
I heard a story. I heard a story from Waterworks where.
We were talking about Dave Chappelle like a second ago. now we're
this
on
is a really
Waterworks.
good story.
Okay,
so,
cool.
So they're
I'm going to get more water.
They're in line at the snack. You have to hear this story.
I'll hear it. Don't worry.
Okay, so they're in line at the snack bar, right?
Yeah.
And then the guy who's telling the story is second in line, and the first person in line, they're getting their order taken, and then the person who makes the food, their tooth falls off, and then they ask the person who's ordering food to give them their tooth back that's on the floor.
Yeah.
Isn't that disgust anything? Seriously, it's like talking to dummies. My
What was
joke
your
bombed.
story?
My joke bombed.
Was it lame? Was it not good?
The guy's tooth
Yeah, it
fell
was-
off.
Well,
The
I have
guy
a
who was
story about
taking
a
the
tooth.
order. His tooth fell off, and then he asked the guy in line to pick up his tooth and give it to him.
Wait,
Is that a joke?
Wait.
It's a real story.
Okay, so that happened to you.
That didn't happen to me. That happened to some guy on Reddit.
Oh, okay.
Why?
So you gotta see, Bahul. That would be like an interesting story if it was from you, like you saw that happen. But just because it's from some guy on Reddit,
I thought it interesting.
I think that's interesting if you're on Reddit, but not if somebody's like talking to you and they set it up like a joke.
Fine.
In the 3rd grade, a kid lost his tooth in the big gym, so we all had to get into a line in the big gym and walk forward so we would find the tooth. And I found it, and I didn't know it was a tooth, so I picked it up.
Ew. Why do you keep picking stuff or digging into like holes in the ground with rattlesnakes?
I'm a curious boy, what can I say?
You're gonna
Jack!
die one day.
He's like Curious George. Anyways,
I'd kill Curious George if I got the chance. If I saw that little thing, I would stomp on it.
What's wrong with you?
yeah.
Timestamp,
Why would
right?
you?
Like, I can't
No,
say
no,
that Jack's but you can stop Curious George. Screwed up, dude. That's screwed up.
Anyways, Jack, please put the microphone down. 8:46, I think is like it's very, very powerful.
Jack, no, it's
Or,
the
like-
worst you can do.
For all the right reasons. Dave Chappelle is making like a very like strong statement here, and he's saying things that like you have heard before. See, Jack is actually engaged, and you two are the ones messing off now. Like,
What were you talking about?
he's not saying things that are new. He's saying
he's
things
bringing. Yeah.
in
I
a
like
way that's
that.
like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Like, and like the thing is, Dave Chappelle's comedy, like the one thing that we watched, I'm glad that I watched Sticks and Stones before I watched it, because like seeing him on stage, he's like confident and he like is always reserved, and in this he like is genuinely yelling. And to see somebody who's known for being reserved like yell, it I don't know how to describe it. Like it kind of like shook me. Like it was like, whoa, you know? It was kind of a shock, and that's exactly what it was intended to do. And the whole thing was like, in the description, Dave Chappelle was like, I wouldn't normally do something that's so unprepared. I hope you understand. The whole thing around it being unprepared too just made it feel so natural. And this one, like, and I think even like the lower camera quality helped with this. Like it felt so bare roots. Like it felt, and that's exactly right for what it was, because the whole thing was about this problem is like a bare roots problem.
And
it's
to
not
be fair,
something-
like he literally filmed it in his farm, like on his property. Like
Yeah.
there's a few chairs.
Oh, that's his farm?
Yeah, he has a farm.
That's so funny. What does he do on his farm?
Well, not much, but he wanted to get away from all that hectic stuff.
Gotcha.
So he just has a farm, and he flies in sometimes when he wants to do his jokes, and then he flies out to Ohio.
That's kind of funny.
Story.
What are you doing, Nick?
I thought it was good. I didn't watch any of the other videos I saw, but when I looked it up, most of the videos that were next in the recommended said like 846 was disappointing, and I didn't really get that.
Yeah.
Did
From a-
you find it disappointing?
From a stand-up comedy perspective,
I can understand
Yeah.
where you were let down by maybe that's not what you expected, but I don't think that was the point, right? Nick,
Nick, what are you doing? Let me see.
why are
Let me
you
see.
here?
Maybe we should explain to the people.
Yeah, so what Nick just did is he took a panoramic of himself, and as he was doing it, he lifted his eyebrows up and down, and his face looked silly. You should make this the thumbnail for the YouTube video. Anyways, yeah, that completely ruined whatever.
Sorry, I'm listening. I'm engaged.
I think maybe what could be viewed as a bit disappointing was that it was like so unprepared that it was just something that it sounded like he was improvising. You
Yeah.
know? But
I felt like
that's the point.
his idea, that was the point, and
Mm-hmm.
it still went through. Like his message still went through effectively,
yeah,
which was obviously what he was trying to do there.
the theme with like the 3 BLM movies that I chose was I feel like all 3 are important to watch no matter where you stand on the problem, and I think 846 is really important because like he even like addresses in this that we shouldn't care about what celebrities say.
Yeah, that I did like that a
Yeah,
lot.
I
liked
liked that a lot too, because I've heard a lot of people say like, "Oh, Morgan Freeman said this," or like, "Oh, you know, Joss said this," and it's like,
Who?
Joss said.
Joss Onfroy.
Wasn't he the one who was mentioned in?
I'm
the
not
special?
sure.
I think he was.
Hopefully he's XXXTentacion.
No, wait, he's dead. There's no way that's possible. I don't know. He said.
Oh
some
yeah.
other- but anyways, like, and saying that it sounded hypocritical coming from him, but then like when he explains himself that like this is not meant to like really change anyone's opinion. It's just like his thoughts on it. Simultaneously through that, I feel like this would change.
I thought,
opinions.
his message of this is the people need to be the ones speaking out against this.
Yeah,
I thought that was a really good
Assessment.
point. Yeah, assessment that he had.
Word.
Another one of my favorite parts was when he was talking about George Floyd, and he was like, when he mentioned the person who was like, who came out and was like, "Oh, George Floyd wasn't really a hero. He was like a drug smuggler." And when Dave Chappelle was like, "Anybody who can survive on the streets like that is a hero,"
Mm-hmm.
you know, I thought that was really powerful too.
Yeah.
I think it just makes a lot of great statements, and it's very honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly what it should have been. Let's do scores. Bahul? You look like a duck right now.
1400.
Again.
Jack?
I'll go
You
with
can score on any system you want. Choose whatever system.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm just gonna go with the classic out of 10. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
All right, way to go, Nick. You didn't watch it, but what would you give it?
It sounds like I'd give it like a 9.2.
I gave it a 4.5 on Letterboxd, so I guess it's like a 9.25. Yeah, it's
4.5 would be 9.
Well, not the way it's built. My Letterboxd
Inflation and
yeah, yeah. You don't get it, Nick. Anyways, what are we on to now? Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
I doubt you have facts for this,
transition?
but well, we need facts and then a transition.
Is that
You
okay?
never read the keywords for this.
Yeah, because I wasn't going to. It's
Yeah, that makes sense.
there's a soundtrack credit. I'm gonna use that for a fun fact.
Okay.
Nobody Speak, performed by DJ Shadow, featuring Run the Jewels.
Yeah, that was not an interesting fact at all. I have no clue who any of those people are.
Cat sound.
You have not found a sound effect to like line up.
Yeah.
You were not.
That's the sound effect.
Thank you for keeping that
that's
short.
That's why that has 25,000 listeners. Why is that a thing?
Can we call that?
Yeah, I'm sure this person with what, like 109,000 subscribers who makes sound effects will want to collab with
My
you.
cat listened to this and she had 3 kittens.
She had 3 kittens from listening to that?
It impregnated her.
Wow, that's powerful.
Who invited him?
Can you read the plot synopsis to the 13th now?
Of course I can.
Are you okay, Paul? Why are you hitting the chair?
Kind of tired.
Okay, it's okay, Paul.
You know what I'm tired of?
This
Not
is
you
just
you not kissing me.
timestamp.
Yeah, no gays. Okay, the film begins with the idea that 25% of the people in the world who are incarcerated in the U.S. Although the U.S. has just 5% of the world's population, 13th charts the explosive growth in America's prison population in 1970. It's like you guys are working with like atomic particles.
It feels like. I can't explain it.
No! You doomed us.
This one is going to be terrible to listen to because you're just messing with the microphone the entire
No!
There were
Do
about
this again,
200,000
bro.
prisoners. Today, the prison population is more than 2 million. The documentary touches on Chattel's...
No, I researched this from a war on drugs paper.
Can we
It's true.
do the intro?
Can we finish the plot summary
Thanks,
first?
Bubble. Thanks for that.
touches on Chattel's slavery. D.W. Griffin's film The Birth of a Nation. Emmett Till, the Civil Rights Movement, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Richard M. Nixon, and Ronald Reagan's declaration of...
Wow.
I'm sorry.
The declaration of the war on drugs, and much more.
Yep.
Written by Ofskal Gul.
You can't write a documentary.
You know, they can write a script for it.
I guess like a plan.
We're going to
footage.
talk to...
Actually, no, you're right. I have seen a documentary script before. It's really interesting. There's like 3 columns, and it's like audio, video, and I think
That's
narrator. It's cool. Trust me, it's a cool thing.
Huh.
You're looking at me like you don't think it's cool.
No, I'm looking at because I'm confused. Audio, video, and narrator?
It's hard to describe. Let me show you a picture of it. Anybody listening, which is nobody, I would highly recommend you looking this up.
People are listening.
Who is listening?
What up, peeps?
What was I looking at? Oh yeah,
I
documentary
posted a
script.
thing about our podcast on some subreddit, and we didn't get a single like.
Yeah, look at this. Narration, visuals, sound. It's kind of cool. It's 3 columns.
I mean, to me, visuals and narration make sense. I don't see what narration and sound. I don't know.
Well, sound can be music. It can be people talking in the background.
But then, isn't that narration like? What do you?
Well, there's narration, as in like the narrator, and then there's the sound of the people being interviewed, and then Can you just turn that off? Is that a possibility?
Yeah.
I
Thank
guess,
you.
but if there's like a 3-chart thing, that means that all 3 are working simultaneously, right?
Well,
So-
sometimes they are.
But
Like maybe
If only sometimes. It might
maybe
have
it's a
three
war
chunks.
documentary and it's like taps in the background and some dude's talking narration about war and there's shots of cannons going on.
Or yeah, I guess it could be like, there's the shot of like Agent Orange, and some guy's talking, and the background Fortunate Son or some generic Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get it now. Thank you.
You're welcome. What are you looking up, Nick?
Sound effects for the future.
Okay, cool. Anyways, Jack, you're gonna start this one off.
I'm not starting this one off.
No, you are starting it off.
Paul told me before we came here. He told me that he wanted to start this
I didn't
one.
know such thing, douche.
You did.
No, I did
Remember?
No, okay.
not. No, I
No,
don't.
think about it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Jack, we have a cycle with this, so
You gotta stick with
I
the
started,
script,
he started, no,
Nick
not
starts.
seriously.
Come on.
I don't think Nick didn't watch this, even
Well,
though it's on Netflix.
We
and he
can
was
give Nick
perfectly
the
capable.
gist of it.
No, there's a lot of
Yeah, there was a
information
lot.
packed into here.
I don't know. How do I start this?
Like,
we could talk
just
about,
general thoughts. Like,
talk
did you
about
like
the day
it?
before,
Did you dislike it?
like what you were doing right before, and like lead up to it, and like a climax. Do the review. That's how I do it. And then you fall down with your score. That's how I do it.
Okay.
It's like a plot mod.
So-
like those we did in like
tell
middle
the
school.
audience what I was doing before.
Yeah, like build up to it. Like I woke
Well,
up.
so I
took a shower,
I actually watched it earlier today,
Okay.
and I watched it at my girlfriend's house.
Okay.
With my girlfriend.
Okay.
Well, she took a nap, but I watched
Okay.
it. And
Did you tell her it was because you were going on the podcast?
Yeah.
Is she gonna listen to it?
I'll tell her to
Good.
get you guys that revenue.
Yes,
Um,
thank you.
Is our thing monetized?
No.
We can't on YouTube
Okay.
Wait, why can't we on YouTube?
because
think
we
it's
need like
for
a certain
kids.
amount of subscribers.
Never mind.
Are you uploading it to Robotic Taco Sauce?
No.
No. Film
You
Studies Club podcast. Also,
was
I
gonna
think we
say,
should
'cause
talk.
that channel is
should we
just
change the
awful.
name?
that
of
channel
what?
is
Our
just
like
terrible.
make it like something
It's
shorter, or
like
do you think it's
22.
like? I feel like it's a mouthful.
I feel like from like all the podcasts that I've heard of before, they're all kind of mouthfuls. The Joe Rogan Experience, Carscast Movie Cast.
But that's like
So literally the only two podcasts I know.
Yes, I don't know.
I agree with both of them.
Yeah, I think it's a mouthful.
All right, maybe we could just change it to Film Studies.
Huh. How about?
This is a post podcast topic.
No, I feel like
No, our listeners should be a part of this.
Film Studies Club. Like, I feel like the club part makes it casual, Film Studies is serious and
But
club
it's
is
like
casual.
Film Studies Club podcast.
No,
Shouldn't it just be
no.
Film Studies Club?
Yeah,
That's what
let's
he
do
just
that.
Oh, I thought you were. Okay.
You're so stupid. Anyways, so Jack, continue to talk about whatever you're talking about.
I thought that this what would you say movie
Documentary.
I thought it was
Powerful.
it conveyed what
Messages?
it was trying to convey, but I thought, I don't know, it did seem,
Pandering.
I don't know, it was almost
Fascist.
no, not
This
fascist.
movie is anything but
It was,
fascist.
yeah, it was definitely not fascist. It was, I don't know, it was something about it was just not like, there was
Authentic.
Yeah, that's a good word. It didn't feel like authentic or
What do you
like
mean by authentic?
like, I don't know, to me it just felt kind of like off. I felt like the idea of it was good. Like, it had a good message and everything, but I felt like it just was a little off, a little weird, kind of.
I get
But,
what you're saying.
yeah.
I think what I saw somebody say on Letterboxd, I think is really smart, is that it feels like the director tried to fit in like 500 years of racism into 100 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like a lot to pack
yeah,
in.
especially if you're gonna make a documentary, you can make it 10 hours long.
Right.
Like, you don't have to force it into that little time, So I think that that's a good point, is they could have made this, a 2 or 3 episode series, miniseries.
Well, I think
or
they were going
something.
for the Oscar because it was
Oh,
Oscar
really?
nominated, and it was between.
And Emmy nominated.
Really?
Oh wow, Nick.
Wow! Yeah, way to go, Nick! Like you
like
actually
Jesus.
stepped it up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I feel like the filmmaking, like because it's so passionate, I feel like this feels weird to say, but it like almost gets caught up in how passionate it is, and sometimes it's like throwing out a ton of different ideas at once.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just like overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like how much they're saying and how much is going on.
Yeah.
And it's good because the evidence is overwhelming. Like there's
that is a good point.
Yeah. So like, but at a certain point, like if it's too overwhelming, it's style over substance, and suddenly it's hard to like really watch it.
I know what you mean, and it would have been like better if they could have covered, because I know the main topic of it was the like the prison, like the number of prisoners going up. But if they could have maybe like covered some of the other subjects that they talk about, and maybe like segments rather than like cramming it into like one thing, if that makes sense. That would have been better. A better way to do it.
I could totally see this being a mini series.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
And the thing is, documentaries, like I'm making a documentary right now. I have like 10 hours of footage, or like probably like 12 hours of footage, and I'm not using all of it. It's gonna be compressed into like an hour and 20 minutes, but like still, like documentaries always have like tons and tons of footage. So they probably could have made this into a mini series. I think the director Ava DuVernay, who did Selma, she's what?
I said that's a really nice name.
It is Ava DuVernay. It rolls off the tongue. I think she's used to doing movies, so I think that she was kind of more impassioned in making it into a movie. What else was there to say? I think, like, it's in a weird way, it's a very like visually pleasing movie. Like the way that it transitions and the way that it shows.
Boom.
Yeah, the way that it like uses like animation mixed with like live interviews and stuff, or not animation, but like images of like
I like how when like when they put the raps in and like the words were popping all over the screen and stuff. That was pretty dope.
Motion graphics, that's what it's called.
There's a lot of cool things it does.
Yeah.
The interviews are really powerful too. Genuinely, like I think that this is a great movie to like watch in school and like write notes on, because the teacher would like what.
He's been writing notes. That's the only reason he said it.
But like, I feel like this is a great like film to like analyze, just because there is so much going on in it. But Paul, what are your thoughts on 13th?
The criticism that it's too much. It's like their stuff's packed in a very small package. That's why I liked it, because like I was always entertained by new information. I don't know. That's how I saw it.
That's fair. I get it.
Because like there weren't. Sometimes when I watch documentaries and they're focusing on one central point, just, like, I get
boring.
it, it's bad.
Yeah.
But then they went all over, and they tried to portray culture as well, like how the problem has shaped culture, especially black culture, and like they showed like the.
Keep on talking. Literally, the camera. There's no way the microphone picked me throwing quinoa at the wall.
It picked up you sounding like a dinosaur, though. That was awesome.
I like how they showed the effect on black culture. Rap songs, and they're talking about like incarceration and stuff. I think that was very powerful.
Yeah, something with like the BLM movement, like having an uprising recently, is like. If you go back to songs that you listen to or movies you watch, you'll realize that like if it's made by a black director or a black music artist, the cops are almost always mentioned in it.
Yeah.
Like F the police.
Right.
F12.
Or like I listened to Pimp a Butterfly for the first time, the Kendrick Lamar album, and like there's so many songs in there where even if it's just a line, it's something about the police, like
it's like
killing their friends.
Very much interconnected.
Right, and I like that they did just so many things, you know.
But I really did like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's kind of hectic, but I liked it. Plus, I wasn't really like, I kind of took it in as a podcast for some of the time, and I was like, I wasn't really like, I was.
It would serve well as a podcast.
Yeah, I could listen to it because that's. In documentaries, you don't really have to pay attention to the screen all the time. I mean, you do a lot of the time, so I was...
Well, that was one of the things I was going to say was shock value isn't normally like the best way to convey information, but when it showed certain like images and scenes, it definitely like got to you.
Yeah.
Like you could tell like this is
I think it crazy.
Yeah.
I think it earned it because like the way that shock to me like. You can't just scare somebody into thinking something. You have to give them facts and evidence that is scary in and of itself, and then show them like the scary stuff. Yeah, exactly. And then like that, it's a 1-2 punch that like hits home. Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. That was definitely a good way that they did that.
Yeah. it's a well done movie. Yeah, I think that was the best discussion we did.
Yeah.
Let's give our scores. Jack, you started this one off.
I think I'm gonna give this one also an 8 out of 10.
I'm going 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Paul,
1460.
14. Oh, higher than Blind Spotting.
Ooh. 1440.
Higher than 846.
Ooh. 1440. Yeah, higher than 846.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyways, Nick, facts and that sweet transition sound effect.
This is the 26th Netflix original documentary. Pretty exciting. And the filming locations and production...
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
26th, because
826.
846 is a thing. No, but where it's like 13% of the population, but 26% of the prison population.
Oh yeah, that was in my paper.
Oh,
I don't mean to brag or anything.
The filming locations and production design of the interviews with brick walls and industrial equipment represent labor that, according to Duvernay, has been stolen from black people in this country for centuries.
Wow. Yeah. All right.
Very interesting.
Ready to give us a transition sound effect?
I sure am.
Pick a very
What is it?
pick a good one.
Okay, I'll pick a good one.
What is the title for that?
Man screaming sound effect. What do you expect?
I don't know. I just thought there would be some sort of situation for why he's screaming.
Sorry.
That was so loud. Okay, did you pull up a plot synopsis of the game?
Oh wait, what?
No, you know what, Pahul, you always do the plot. I forgot.
Yeah, that's true.
So Pahul, what is jumpy bouncy hoops about?
All right. Okay. So you're growing up in the streets. Not much looks good for you. You know, you're 12 years old, and you're like, you know, there's cops everywhere, and you're scared. You know, you're down on your luck. You grew up in a bad neighborhood, and then suddenly, you know, you're carrying a gun on you. But the only thing you have in your life is basketball. Bouncy hoops basketball. And you decide, okay, you know what? I want to start shooting hoops, and the more hoops I shoot, the better I'm gonna get. And so you're shooting hoops again and again and again. And he starts shooting so many hoops that the ball starts catching on fire, and that's why he can never make it to the NBA. But he has a superpower. That's a plot.
I thought you were gonna say that you keep on making so many hoops that the ball starts acting on its own. I thought that's what you were gonna say.
That's in the.
Well, that's what happens. The ball is bouncing on its own. No one's throwing the ball.
We've been going for
No,
58 minutes. Oh my gosh.
That's
Hey,
it.
yeah, we've been making pretty good time.
Yeah, because we didn't talk before the movies.
I have some fun
Wait,
facts
no.
after this.
Usually, like on a normal podcast episode, we're like on the questions already.
No, that's not true at all.
Bro, that's literally facts.
No, 114, 115 is when we start the questions.
Bro, you're literally stupid.
Shut up. Let's go.
Okay, so Nick, you played this game, so why don't you start this one off?
I feel like that this is what apps on the iPhone, or just any phone for that matter, any mobile game was meant to be. It's an arcade game, and that's all it will ever serve. And I think that's just
Unless you read a plot into it that's not there, like Paul just did.
Well, I mean, it can still be an arcade. Anyway, it's an arcade game,
I don't mean
and
to brag,
that's
but-
what mobile games should be. And I think that
I made that up on the spot.
And now a dog's bark.
I think that it serves well as an arcade game. It doesn't stray away. It doesn't try to provide a dumb story like Behold did, and it serves its purpose well. It has very nice graphics. It's very smooth. It is very well optimized, I would say. The physics are there. The graphics are there. The thought went into it is there. And there's not a ton of ads as far as I know.
That's
so
true.
I think this game is pretty competent in its field.
All right, that was good, Nick. I'll go next since we're going in a little circle. Bouncy hoops, I never got super into it like Pahul, but I was pretty into it at one point. I don't know what point that was, but it's addicting. Like, there's something so satisfying about the ball going down and going straight into the hoop and not hitting the thing. Like, I guess that's how real basketballers feel. Is that how real basketballers feel when they what do you call it when you don't hit the
Swish.
a swish?
Yeah.
Is the swish satisfying like in the game?
You know, sometimes when I poop,
Sure.
sometimes when I poop, and then I start wiping, and there's no poop on the paper. That's also
Timestamp.
called a swish.
That's disgusting. That means there's still
Nobody
poop
wants-
on your bottle.
Nobody
No.
wants to hear this, Nick. Timestamp.
Shut up.
No, I didn't mean it like
Anyways,
that. I didn't mean it
we
like
went
that.
from bouncy hoops to poop so quickly. Like, anyways, yeah, I don't know. Everything Nick said is like pretty accurate. It's a fun game. The colors are very satisfying. I don't like that there's people watching me in the background. That always kind of freaks me out. Also, there is an image in it. Oh yeah, there's an S that looks like a snake in the background. And if you play it and you see it, comment, like, and subscribe. I can't think of anything, Bahul.
I'm playing the game right now.
Okay, so why don't you put it down so you can do the podcast that you're on right now?
No, I don't want to because this game's so enjoyable. 10 out of 10. That's
Wow.
it, I'm done.
I guess that was a review in and of itself. Jack, got anything to add?
Yeah,
I would say that for the normal person, this is as close as a feeling of being Michael Jordan that you're ever gonna get.
That's true. I'll
This-
never play
I'm-
basketball,
yeah.
so this is just
Have you
sport.
seen me on the court?
You were the best out of the four of us.
You know what you should do? You should put a laugh track right there. You should start editing in laugh tracks to our podcast.
No, get rid of my take the L Fortnite sound effect. No, that sounds good.
Well, now you spoiled the sound effect is.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jack.
I actually like how Nick said this. It is exactly what it's supposed to be. It doesn't feel like one of those mobile games that was just put out to throw an ad every time you lose or die or mid-round or something.
It's nice that there's not that many ads.
Yeah, it feels like it's more of a genuine game.
It reminds me of the days, when my mom had the iPhone 3 and she had Fruit Ninja and the first Angry Birds and all those.
It
good
sucks
cut
going,
the rope and
it sucks
stuff.
going back to those games and now they have ads.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
that.
but like
that-
back
it's hard
then,
for
and
me
the
to-
paper toss and stuff. Those
And
were
that is what I
classics.
liked about this game is it does have ads, but it has them reasonably.
If you get high enough, there's no ads.
It's
Right.
it makes a very good utilization of the 8-bit style. I feel like if this game was in 2D or 3D, then it wouldn't. Well, I mean, it is in 2D, but it has an 8-bit graphical style, and I think that's very fitting for this type of game.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a 4D game?
Yeah, I
A
wonder
game you
what.
could
Actually,
smell?
there has been actually.
A game you could smell? That's
no.
what your
No,
Markiplier
like
game
time.
should be.
I meant like literally 4 dimensions, like
Time?
No, the fourth dimension. It's
Love.
we
Wasn't
can't-
the fourth dimension love according to Interstellar?
Okay,
The
I want-
fourth dimension is you and me
So you know how.
hanging out.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I have some fun facts for this.
Oh, really? Okay.
So you know that? Do you guys know the Harlem Globetrotters? I know you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the ball that you have on your thing.
I do.
I want to play basketball. That's so
It's
bad.
signed.
Well,
it's
you said you
signed
never
by
play
the entire
basketball,
team and their
so.
coach. It's no biggie. Anyway, so the one of the really big legends of Harlem Globetrotters, who was named Herbert Geese Osby.
I just got 69 coins.
Ooh.
Are we allowing that?
So Herbert Geese Osby, he has been said to, and I quote, play bouncy ball or whatever the hell it's called. Sorry.
Bouncy hoops?
Yeah, bouncy hoops. He played it a lot to actually practice for his games that he played.
Oh,
That's
you think I'm
that's
good at
insane.
basketball?
Well, why don't
played
you go
basketball in the
check later?
1960s. Well, shooting basketballs and making every single one of them in case you can't.
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, in case you can't hear it, we're actually on a basketball court for this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything else. So Nick,
Actually, we do have something else.
well, I know we have. I was gonna say Nick.
Oh.
Why don't we go into transition sound effect? What?
Is that actually in the game?
What's the take the L Fortnite sound effect?
That's creepy.
Yeah, that sounds like a killer clown.
Yeah,
It's like it. It reminds me
Doesn't
of it.
fit at all.
It is 4 views and 4 likes.
The 4 people that watched it
We're
liked
like-
it. Don't
they
break
were-
it, Nick.
They were like, oh hell yeah.
Okay, here's
This
a new
is what I
sound effect.
needed. This is why I looked it
Here's a
up.
new sound effect.
Timestamp.
Timestamp. 100%.
How is that timestamp? It's an intro for something. I don't know what.
Wow.
Now we have a sound timestamp. I mean.
Anyways, oh crap. Nick, we're on the okay. So Jack, we actually prepared. We made a little post on our Instagram page for you. Do you have an Instagram?
I don't.
Why don't you have an Instagram?
Because I
Witness protection.
yeah.
But you have a Snapchat.
Yeah, I have Snapchat. I just don't feel like Instagram. I already have enough like time wasters and stuff going on.
I
And
get
I
you.
just don't need.
Is Bouncy Hoops one of them?
Hell yeah.
Anyway, so we asked for questions and we only got 2 because people are awful
Right.
to us. So here's the picture, by the way, because it's important context for the. Do you know this picture?
Let me see it.
It's important context for the question.
was
Michael
it?
W. Bunty asked, "Why is Jack crying?"
Because in the picture he is crying.
All right.
When was that picture?
Okay. So
I
do you
asked
want to
him.
read the chain below between Samuel and Craig that
Yeah, sure.
explain it? No. I'll read it out loud. Deck the Halls _ with Craig said, at Michael W. Bunty, protein powder via nose on accident. Then that's Samuel jumped in saying, whoa. It was an accident. He quite literally crashed open the container and began snorting the dust because it tasted good. And then Deck the Halls with Craig comes back and says,
That's where that's
the
from.
first taste was an accident. His greed consumed him later on. And that Samuel said, oh yeah, you're right, my bad. Was this the correct scenario?
Scenario.
Well, yeah, that couldn't be better explained. Yeah, Craig had some protein powder in his car. Very.
What type of protein powder?
It was like
Wait.
orange citrusy flavored,
Okay.
and so it has like this wrapper type thing, and I hit it, and a bunch of the protein powder came out, and it made my nose feel really good, and I was like, oh, okay. So I took some of it, and I, as you do, I snorted it, and
He's addicted
it
now.
was
He hasn't gone off it
it was
since.
fantastic. Actually.
What
It
what
was
protein
great.
powder was it?
I don't remember what it
You can't
was.
snort protein powder, Robert.
Well,
He did.
No, but you can.
No. I've been making like protein smoothies recently since I went vegan. So like, I'm
How
curious
is
which one
that?
it was. It's fun. I like it. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things where when you do it, your life is different, but not like as terribly different as you think it would be.
hmm
And like, I don't know. It just makes me feel good. You know?
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So you don't know which one it was?
I don't know the brand, but I do know that it was amazing.
You should ask Craig. Maybe that could be part of our world record breaking podcast episode. We could snort the protein powder that Jack
We're
did.
planning on recording a
Oh, yeah, we
podcast
should
for like
do that.
48 hours.
I want to do I want to do
World
a
record
section
breaking.
of it.
I'll do that.
No, we're gonna
I'll-
have special guests coming in and out.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just.
We
tell
could
me
have
when.
you as like one of the like 2 a.m. guests.
Yeah, let me know. Just
Okay.
What were you saying, Pohu? I want to have like a little section where I complete talk in Hindi for like an hour.
For like an hour.
Yeah, I want to do that.
We very rarely hear you talking Hindi, besides when you're
Yeah, you guys will be asleep and I'll start doing
how?
it.
Wait, so you guys going for the longest
record.
podcast?
So here's
or-
the thing. I tried looking at the world record and I couldn't figure it out. So I actually messaged the Guinness World Records. When you look up world record for longest podcast, it's this 36-hour podcast that this one guy did, but like nothing is official about it. The longest one that I got, I think it was like longest live audio only live stream was 52 hours.
We can do that.
I think we can do that.
We
yeah.
can do that.
And actually, when I was
Do you
looking
have
it
to
up,
be present the whole time or anything, or
that's the thing. We need to figure out the guidelines for
yeah?
it. I
Because
think
I was gonna say anyone could just leave.
what I was
leave it on.
thinking. What I was thinking is like maybe one of us needs to be awake the entire time.
Yeah.
Which
Remember when we did
that's
the Skype call? Like a really long one?
Oh yeah, we like left Skype on overnight to try to get like a really long Skype call. Didn't we get like 10 hours or something?
Yeah,
Remember
that was pretty dope.
Robert's greatest moments on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched that recently actually.
Really? Is
Yeah.
it still funny?
No. Okay. Actually, I had an idea for the long podcast today. I think what we should do is if we get like a TV or a computer and we put on every single Marvel movie in the background, if like worst case scenario, if we have nothing to talk about, we'll just do audio commentary of the movie.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds dope.
And we can also watch every single Marvel movie that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
all
we
in
should
a row.
really do this thing. We should really like.
If we're going to do
Rough
it,
it
it's
out.
going to have to be like in August, based on how my life is going.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, we did have one more question for you.
All
More
right.
of a statement, not really a question. It's kind of demanding, but at Ian the Blanco 2 asks, please, I just have to know about his cat. Every single detail, please. You don't understand what's at stake here. So, can you take like 2 or 3 minutes just to explain as much as you can about your cat?
Okay, so my cat, his name is Moose, like the animal, and he is black and white tuxedo. He doesn't do a lot all day, specifically because he weighs 25 pounds. So it has in the past had some issues on his body, but he seems to be in better shape now.
Didn't he used to be 30 pounds?
No, he was always 20.
Okay.
We got him 25. Yeah, don't worry, viewers. We didn't make him this way. We got him like this. So, yeah, he is very lazy. He likes to go outside and lay in the 115 degree weather. He
I'm trying to work off the fat.
yeah, I guess. He will eat food laying down. We have a water bowl, right? Because that's how you're supposed to do that. But he actually likes to drink it straight from the sink. So we leave the sink on with like one drip coming at a time, and he eats that up. Loves that.
Is that what he does all day? He just licks the drops?
He'll either lay on the bed asleep, he'll get up to go eat laying down, or he'll jump up onto the toilet, onto the bathroom counter to drink the water that we leave on for him.
When he jumps, what does it look like?
It's not really a jump, right? So he's too heavy. So what he'll do, if you guys could imagine this, he'll put up his front paws onto the toilet, and then almost pull and kind of push with his back feet his body up onto the toilet seat, and then but from there to the counter is it's a long distance. So he'll do the same type of thing where but for this one he has to really stretch out and pull himself up to get up there to get his water.
All right.
I don't know how much more I could say about him.
And we put him down.
you
No,
for sharing.
okay.
Have you ever thought of posting him on r/Chonkers?
I've not, but
Do you know what that is?
no, I don't. But I think I could.
It's literally it's a whole subreddit for fat cats.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you do anything that's like anti-fat cat, you shouldn't have your cat fat because that's really detrimental to their health. They ban you.
Really?
Yeah.
So anything anti-fat cat is
ban you.
it's not allowed.
Yeah, here's I think we'll just leave it there and you can scroll through it.
Yeah, like imagine you post like a really fat cat and you comment like saying, "Hey, you should really put your cat on a diet." You get banned.
It's an interesting subreddit to say the least.
These are
Anyways,
some thick cats. See,
And that's awful.
Let me-
They're gonna die so quickly because they're that fat. Because the
Moose-
owners are just that bad.
Moose is 14 years old.
Yeah,
Wow.
and you got the cat like that. That's fine, and you're aiming to get their weight down, but not on r/Chonkers.
no. The thing is, you got your cat 25 pounds. Whoever made that cat that way was probably on r/Chonkers.
Yeah, no, that's probably fair. And we
Yeah.
actually got him at a Petco, which means somebody had to drop him off there or abandon him. which I don't know what sick person would make their cat 25 pounds and then leave him.
Is he hard to pick up?
Well, let me get an image of him. This is one of his
Oh my god.
fabled shots.
Oh.
He's beautiful.
Dude, that's...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He is hard to pick up, especially... So, he can almost, like, in a way, if he's excited or, like, there's, like, food on the table and you pick him up and put him on the table, he can almost, no joke, like, make himself lighter. So you can pick him up so
Ow.
easily. But if he doesn't want to be picked up, he'll go dead weight. And he is heavy when you get him there.
It's like an airbender. This is my cat.
Aww.
Yeah, that's the okay cat. There's like a terrible cat, an okay cat, and an amazing cat. That's the terrible dog.
That's the amazing cat. That's my painting.
I like the okay cat.
I like the okay cat, but the amazing cat is so much better.
Oh, kitty.
Okay, so Jack, what we do now is whenever we run out of questions, we go to a random question generator.
Okay.
And get some
I got
questions
it!
from there.
How many followers do you have on that page that you were?
Instagram?
Yeah.
50.
Okay.
Which isn't terrible, but you know how like I used to do future Spielberg, and I was like in like the film community as a result of it,
Yeah.
and like I got followers that way.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to build it up like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I genuinely think that could bring.
You
some
still
people
do
in.
what's it called?
The Clever Critics?
No, you still do that.
Yeah, I do.
You do Fantasy Movie League.
No, actually, okay. So I made $1,000 off of that. I don't know if you ever
Really?
knew that.
Really?
Yeah, and it wasn't from like betting or anything, but they had a competition where for 4 weeks you joined a league, and at the end of the 4 weeks, whoever was number one got $1,000.
Right.
So they did it once before, and it was a 7-way tie. And
Oh,
it was like
wow.
everybody got $170 or something like that. And so I went into it and I was like, I don't know, this could be fun. And then somehow I just did like so well.
Yeah.
And it was the 3rd week and I was in 1st place and I was like, I cannot mess this up.
Yeah.
And thankfully, like the picks that week were super obvious, so I got $1,000.
No way.
Yeah, and $750 is in savings, and I wasted $250 on albums and Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a good way to go out.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
Yeah, it was. But then after that, after I did that, the game just lost its pizzazz.
Yeah,
it's like, what's the point
you
now?
won $1,000. What
And
else?
then now it's not happening because of the whole COVID.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nick.
If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done?
That's a good one. Probably killed somebody with my car. Because I have hit things with my car 4 times, so they would probably think I killed
What did you
somebody and
hit?
just drove off. A trailer hitch. This, like, straight on somebody's car. All of these were when the other car was parked. And
So there's no
they
excuse.
were all in, like, parking lots.
There's
yeah.
no excuse for this.
Right,
You
so-
just straight up hit them.
So the first time I hit a trailer hitch when I was pulling out of a spot, and I guess I just genuinely, I was so bad at parking. So like right once I started turning my wheel immediately, and like that's just not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So then I went like this, and then I started going like this, and I was just trying to get my way out.
Yeah.
And then I was finally close, and I hit the guy's trailer hitch, and I was
Oh.
like, I was mortified, but thankfully the guy was in the car, and he was so like. He was so dopey. He was just like, I think you hit my trailer hitch. Let me look at it a little bit. And then he looked at it and he's like, yeah, it didn't do no damage to me. I'm good. I was like, okay.
All right.
And then the second time, I was at the movie theater.
Right.
Cinemark 14. And there was an island. You know those islands that they have
Yeah.
there? So it was an island, and I was turning into a spot, and like my wheels got stuck on the island. Like
Okay.
my car was like this. This was the island.
Yeah.
So I was like trying to get out of it, and I couldn't figure it out. And so I was like, you know, I should just. My dad was on the other side because he had driven his own car there. I was like, I should just call my dad, and he'll be able to figure this out. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna try one more time. So then I tried one more time, and the back wheel was tired of going back and forth, and it's like we're going like this right now, and it just straight up rolled over it, and I slammed on the brakes, but it wasn't stopping. It was
Yeah.
just going, and it hit the guy's car. So it hit his car. I filed the report with the movie theater, and then they're like, okay, go watch your movie. And I was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, so that was a 3-hour movie. I just sat there wondering, like, what's gonna happen when I get out of this? And I got out and I hit a deaf guy. So then we had to spend like 2 hours writing messages back and forth on paper.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
he was bad. The third time I hit a trash can in front of a church. My old church, actually.
Oh.
And the fourth time, I was backing out of my garage and I did not see a car that was behind me.
Oh, so you hit one of your family members' cars, or?
A close family friend.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, long story short, they probably would think that I hit somebody with my car and killed them.
I have hit one thing, and it was when I worked at Waterworks. I pulled out, I backed up straight, they were parked, backed up straight into this guy's truck, but he was his car was so lifted, his truck was so lifted, that I only hit the tire.
What?
yeah. And so I was like, okay, and I just left because
that's like I feel like that's like a good car accident.
Oh, yeah.
Because that
yeah.
teaches you a lesson without any consequences.
Exactly, because it scared me.
That was the trailer hitch for me. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It taught me like how to do parking better.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was. I was like, oh, well, that's not good. But then I was like, his car's 7 feet off the ground, so it wasn't a big deal.
Wow, interesting. Pahul, what about you?
I don't do many illegal things, dude.
But what do you think we would assume that you did?
Do you have a phone charger? My phone's Big Dad.
Big fan.
There we go.
On game.
What would they think, Pahul?
Pirated movies.
Yeah,
think
that
so?
was gonna be my answer.
But you don't do that anymore.
Yeah, but my parent.
Off-camera thing, I'm assuming.
What about you, Jack? What do you think? People think?
I don't know, man. I don't really. I just get really confident sometimes, and I think I would probably have to be in my car, and I honestly think I would get arrested for speeding, but so excessively that it would
that it warrants like going to jail.
It would warrant an arrest. Yeah,
like going 130 and like a 20.
That's I think would be the most realistic.
All right. What's the next question, Nick?
I just had a good one. Why do you think humans? Damn, I forgot it.
Yeah, just use the random question generator. That's what it's for.
Yeah, I know, but I had to.
What's wrong, Pablo?
I want to hear that one.
How has technology changed the music industry?
We already answered that one,
Yeah,
and I answered it
it's
on
made it worse.
Evan Kennedy's live stream as well.
It's made it
And I
worse.
answered that last night when I was playing Beatles Rock Band, which is so fun, by the way. Rock Band is so fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like Rock Band, but just for the Beatles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was so fun. Oh.
I think the answer to that question is that it's made it worse.
Yeah.
Because everyone has to make a high-tech...
Right.
Either a high-tech trap dubstep beat, or like the most
Billie Eilish.
basic, like, this every beat's the same.
Yeah, and also it makes concerts so much cheaper because you don't have to hire any instruments.
Yeah, it's
just
literally-
a person on stage.
Yeah,
with pre-recorded stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why
wrong?
do we resist doing things that we know are good for our well-being while craving things that are detrimental to our well-being?
Because
they feel good in the moment.
vegetables taste like and
chocolate
doesn't.
Dude, come on.
No, you know what? As a vegan, I totally agree with you there.
Yeah.
Like this, it's fine. But I realized if I ate this 2 years ago, I would probably throw up afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
What book has had the most?
The biggest impact. What?
Okay,
That's a bad question.
Yeah.
What book has had the biggest impact in your life?
It's a good one.
Godfather.
Why so?
I learned tactics that I'm going to use
I
in
haven't
my
read
life.
a book in a while.
You could have just asked that
Yeah,
out loud.
yeah, you don't have to whisper
Just
it.
go outside.
I don't need one.
Look,
Tissue.
that's all my equipment for the film camp thing.
Don't care.
Anyways.
Don't care.
What was I even gonna say? What was the question?
Book.
Oh, I think honestly, Wonder. Do you guys know that book?
Yeah.
Yeah. The teacher read that aloud to us in 5th grade, and then I read it again afterwards, and like genuinely, that book just like made me like think about how I look at other people in like a very positive way. I think it's a really great book for kids. The movie was okay. The movie was actually, I played it 7 times in a screen with like one showing of like Murder on the Orient Express, and that's what got me the $1,000.
Oh,
So thank
wow.
you for that, Wonder. Anyways.
The 2016 Guinness Book of World Records about video games.
I got that one.
Do you both have that book?
No, I have the 2015 one.
I'm gonna have to go with
No, 2016. I have the 2016 one.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid #6, Cabin Fever.
Oh, I love Cabin Fever.
Cabin Fever was
Cabin
the
Fever
best
was
one.
awesome.
We should do an episode
he's
where we
stuck
review
and
all
stuff.
the Diary
Yeah,
of a
he's
Kid
stuck
books.
and
Yeah,
it's all,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
I like
And
the
then
part
he's
where he
doing
like
graffiti
nearly
thing.
starved to
Yeah,
death
yeah.
and he
That
has to
was
like go
insane.
outside and like kill a few bears.
Yeah, Jack, are you gonna say it?
Why am I here?
Oh yeah.
Who invited this guy? Okay, I think we should do one more because it's 8:45 and Jack's
Okay.
got to get to Gurman Road. Jack, you
alright.
read this one. Yeah.
Yeah. What is the most annoying thing about the social media platform you use the most often?
This is a good one. I use Instagram the most by far, and I think the most annoying thing is, what is it? Let me go on Instagram and try to figure it out. Someone else answer
I
it.
think the most annoying thing about all social media in general, not even a specific app, is not for me personally, but I feel like it can make a lot of people feel
Neglected and like
Bad about themselves because no
Yeah.
likes, bro.
yeah,
And
that
like everyone's having a perfect
yeah,
life.
everyone
because that's what it's just documenting.
everyone looks perfect on social
Yeah.
media, and you only highlight your best moments, so everyone thinks, oh, I'm the only one that's
Yeah.
not
That's a
doing
screwed
this.
up. That's a screwed up thing.
I thought that it was supposed to be like the function of the app. I didn't know it was gonna get like deep like this.
I think that a screwed up part about social media is that you can kind of find yourself in an echo chamber where you're surrounding yourself with people who just like agree with you all the time, and you start thinking that that's what everyone's supposed to do, you know?
Yeah.
They're supposed to agree with you instead of well-functioned debate.
Yeah,
I think that's a very big problem.
Sometimes my camera breaks when I'm calling someone.
So what's your most used social media app then? The phone app?
Instagram. No, I meant when I'm calling someone on Instagram.
Oh, see, Jack, you literally just grabbed the mic. I was gonna say like I hate it when like, when there's like the clump of 10 photos and like you scroll by and then you see the first photo, and if you wanted to see the other ones you would scroll and look, but you don't want to, so you just keep on scrolling. And yet Instagram, whenever you reload your feed, you scroll and then like the second photo from that clump is there, and it's like I didn't want to see the first one.
Yeah.
And I chose not
I
to see the
still
other
don't
ones,
wanna
and
see-
you're showing it to me. That's annoying to me.
The comment system on, I think, Instagram, it shows the latest comment first instead of the first comment. Why the hell would that? Why?
Yeah, and then you
Why?
have to type.
Why? Yeah!
Yeah, that's annoying.
Oh, that's annoying.
That is annoying.
Why do people post so many damn YOLOs on Snapchat?
And weed.
Oh, there's so much.
Like, I don't care that you're smoking.
I don't
But it's
care.
fascinating.
It's kind of
Quite
interesting. The
fascinating.
YOLOs are interesting because it's like the exact same 2 messages. It's either you're gorgeous girl or
somebody like
someone being creepy.
yeah, exactly.
Those are the only 2 things that ever appear in
I
people's
find it kind of
YOLOs.
fun because I'm
Wait,
like,
what's a
oh my
YOLO?
god, you're so dumb.
You don't know what a YOLO is?
It's like the anonymous thing.
Yeah, it's like
So,
an
like-
anonymous message that people can send to you. I want
And then
you
they'll
know
post them on
Never
their
heard of this in
story.
my
You know who I would love
There.
to do a YOLO? Sean Dorney. I want to know what
Huge.
people want to say to Sean Dorney.
Gabby. Ooh, Gaboo.
No, I want to know what people have to say to Sean Dorney when like he doesn't know who it is.
I only got this Twitter.
I think
it would
that'd
be
be
interesting
interesting.
that
Sean's
people would
and
want to say to
Gabby's
Sean
drama.
Doherty when they do know
But what
who
if
he
it's
is.
not?
Yeah, that's
I have no sex.
What do you mean? What if it's not?
I'm saying what if it's not? Are you showing him a YOLO?
Yeah.
Anyways, I think after we look at the
What happened to your screen?
Hold on, my Snapchat.
what did happen to your screen, Jack?
I have an iPhone 6.
Another
so
question?
it just likes to take a minute to do things.
I get you. Let me see if I can try to find one. Who usually does them? Logan does them sometimes.
Logan Whittington?
Yeah.
I don't. I had to mute his story, man.
Wogan Liddington, guys, come on.
Oh yeah, Wogan Liddington.
Hey,
Who else
Jake's
does
gonna
that?
be cooking no do backsies or whatever.
The one guy.
Who?
I don't know, what's a YOLO?
I can't find any. Here, let me just look up a picture of a YOLO. That's so much easier. YOLO Snapchat.
Wait, like YOLO?
Yeah. Look,
you only
it's,
live once?
Yeah, no. It's like this. Like, send me an anonymous thing.
And then they'll send it to him, and then they'll like post it on their story, responding to it.
Yeah,
That's stupido.
it's very stupid. Anyways,
True
that is going to wrap up this 16th episode of the Film Studies Club
I
podcast.
hope you guys had fun.
Jack, thank you for joining us. You were quite a fun guest.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not gonna
Thank you.
lie.
I had a great
Fist bump.
time.
Fist
I had a
bump.
great time.
Fist bump from Nick.
Ow.
So Jack, here's the thing. We don't have a definitive way that our podcast ends ever.
The outro.
So we always change it up.
Mhm.
So I would like you to do something to end this podcast.
Next time we're gonna do a podcast 2 weeks. That's weird.
Why?
Well, a week and a half.
Kinda.
You'll understand why. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Anyway,
What do you mean a week and a half?
I'll tell you later.
I was gonna the mic, but
Timestamp.
I was gonna but I don't know if
We'll look away.
should that be the
We'll
way.
look away. Come on.
I don't care if you can watch.
Thank you for being on the podcast, Jack. Thank you.
Cut.